This is Saxon 5, Lesson 6, adding whole numbers. So when you're adding whole numbers together, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. Let's say I have 7, 4, 3, 6, all added together. Now remember from previous lessons, these are my addends. Addends add together to make a sum. The sum is the answer. The addends are what you're adding. So if I have something like this, what I can do is I can group them when adding. So I can group and say, okay, well, I know that 4 and 6 make 10, and that 7 and 3 make 10, which means all I'm now doing is adding 10 and 10, which gives me 20. This is a grouping and adding method, okay? This is knowing your addition facts. I know right away that 4 and 6 is 10. So as soon as I see that, I see 10, and I no longer have 4 and 6. I also know that 7 and 3 make 10, which means I no longer have 7 and 3, I just have 10, which leaves me with 10 and 10, which is much easier to solve. Gives me 20 as my sum. That is a grouping method for addition. Now, the method that you'll see most often is the method where you're using columns or column method. So if we have 462, add 58, what you're doing is you are adding, and you might have to regroup as you are adding. So 8 plus 2, well, 8 plus 2 is 10. So I put my 0 down, and I have to do something with this 10 I now have. It goes in the tens column, okay? I am now doing 5 add 6. Well, 5 add 6 is 11, plus 1 is 12. I put the 2, and I carry the 1, okay? Because just a reminder again, in each of these columns, what I've actually do is my first thing I did was I did 2 add 8, okay, which gave me 10. If you notice, that's 0 in the ones column, which we have, and 1 in the tens column, which we put, okay? The next one is not actually 6 add 5. It is actually 60 add 50. 60 add 50 is 110. Add the 10 we already had, that is now 120. And again, 2 in the tens column, 2 in the tens column, 1 in the hundreds column, 1 in the hundreds column. That's why we're moving everything over like this. So the last one, 4 add nothing is 4 plus the 1 is 5. And again, what I just did there was 400 add 0 because there's nothing here, and that went to 400 add 100 because I had moved 100 over from this section into here, which gives me 500. Okay, that was what we just did. This is just an expanded form of it. That is addition, lesson 6, adding whole numbers.